It's very hot outside today in Nueva York. God, talk about Bad Bunny and what he has done for old school salsa, for, the young kids that were like, oh yeah, my mom and dad used to listen to that music and now they're listening to it again. What he's done for Puerto Rico. He's a fun actor. He's amazing. Really, really interesting guy. Anyway, so we've had a leak with our refrigerator for a little bit. And finally, I called a company with the initials P and the C in it about a week ago, and I said, we need a service call. And they contacted me with Mr. Richard. And Mr. Richard made a appointment for me today. So they gave us a window from 9:15 to 3:15. At 1:15, he showed up. And he comes in. He doesn't even, I show him, where there's, leakage from the refrigerator. It's like, oh, baba, you got a lot of problems, the gaskets and the compressor and the condenser. And I'm like, what's it going to cost, all those things you just said, with labor? He's like, about $1,200. I'm like, all right. Well, we're going to think about it, and we'll let you know. So he leaves, and I look at my wife. I'm like, this thing could be on its last leg. We've owned it for over 10 years. Let's just buy a new one. So I call Mr. Richard. His brothers are P and C. I call Mr. Richard, and I ask for a quote. And he gives me this astronomical quote on the exact same refrigerator. I'm like, it's not happening. And meanwhile, my wife is right behind me. She's like pointing out at something. Hey, Dan, Mr. Zweben, hope you're doing well. Hi, Richie. Brisket supply. And my wife is like, you can get it at Lowe's for like $800 less. So I say to the guy at PC's brother's house, Mr. Richard, I'm like, I'm sorry, we're not paying this much for a refrigerator from you. And then all of a sudden he's like, well, I can match that, sir. I'm like, so why are we playing this game? Anyway, I tell him exactly the make and model, which he had already. I said, this is what Lowe's is charging. And then he's like, nope, not the same. Hi, Lori. It's not, happy summer, Lori. Hi, Bruce. It's not the same. And I'm like, anyway. So I hang up the phone. I say, thank you so much for Mr. Richard, for all of his help. I said, tell your brothers P and C. I said, hi. I'm going to do this another way. So I call up Lowe's, and they don't have the refrigerator. I said, well, what store has it? She goes, well, we don't have it in Bergen County, but we have it in Brooklyn. Call Brooklyn. So I called Brooklyn, give her the model number. She said, we don't have it either. So then my wife is coming down the stairs, and she's like, what's going on? Did you order the refrigerator yet or not? I said, no, they didn't have it. And she's like, what do you mean they didn't have it? She's like, why don't you just order it online? I'm like, because we need a certificate of occupancy. Certificate of insurance for it to be delivered. I don't think you can get that online. She's like, order the fridge from Lowe's, save the $800, and we'll figure out about the COI. The moral of the story is, it's just like when you go to a car shop and you're like, I got something going on with my engine, and they come out and they're like, oh, it's gonna be $4,800 because you need these gaskets and oil changes and a new compressor and a new starter, whatever. It's just a racket. It's a racket. It's a racket. That's all I have to say. Mazel tov.